wanted to ask about your assessment of Israel's position coming out of this war. It would seem to me that the war fundamentally was provoked by Israel, and that, according to reports, the U.S. Went into it at the urging of the Israeli government. How do you think Israel would emerge from this war? To the extent that Israel is emboldened by success in this fight, what does that mean for its policies in Palestine?
Yes, thank you. I also don't think that Israel was pushing Washington on this. If they were pushing at all, they were pushing on an open door. The animosity that the Trump administration had towards Iran was very well known. In terms of how they come out of this, we have to go back to October 7th. This was a traumatic experience for the Israelis, and there was a realization that things had to change, come what may. And we saw Gaza, we've seen with Lebanon, now we've seen with Iran, both last June and now, and they do want a different dynamic to exist there. Iran has been weakened, the axis of resistance has been weakened. They want to deal with Hezbollah. The Lebanese government is shifting a little bit, although I don't think they have the power to do all that much with Hezbollah at this stage. But they do want a different dynamic in the region. I think there is a little bit of divergence between Washington and Jerusalem on how far to go, how far this war goes. The Israelis, I think, are concerned that the regime will survive and that it will rebuild and it may acquire nuclear weapons, all of these things. But for the moment, at least in the short run, I think they're satisfied or hopeful that the kinds of pressures they felt from Iranian meddling and Iranian support for terrorist groups across the region has been weakened. And certainly we've seen that in Syria. And I think ideally they would want a Syria result, that it would be sort of chaotic in Iran for a while and that they would be so focused internally. So I think, again, the Israelis, I'm not sure that they may have overestimated what they were able to achieve, as has Washington. So we'll have to see how things go forward, what sort of peace agreement there will be, and all the various elements that are involved with that.